Hola, ¿cómo está? Happy New Year. Hello, hello, beautiful humans. Sorry, it took an extra minute to meditate. Make sure I'm aligned with you all. I'm excited for today's special. I'll be excited if I can open this new pack of incense before my match burns out. On 8-ball, Magic 8-ball says unlikely. Hello, hello. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Juan. Hi, Annika. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Stacy. Hello, Fire Spirit. I did it. It's still going. Magic. All right. I hope you all had lovely holidays. Were your holidays lovely? I hope you felt seen and I hope you felt loved. And I had said if you didn't, by all means, like sometimes the holidays are hard. Reach out. I had a couple of people reach out through email. You know, that's. You love how I say your name? Well, I'm happy. I had to light another match after all. I spoke too soon. Hello, is that Asan or Ashan or Jashan or Jashan? Let me know, was it 1, 2, 3, or 4? So that I say your name properly. My screen is just doing the beach ball of death, you know, the circle. Oh my. Incense is not. They're not supposed to do that. Okay, little guy. There you go. Ooh. My New Year's resolution is to say less. I dislike it. It bothers me. And then I just said it. If anyone is coming to the holiday party, members are, if you've been a member for more than a month, it's free. The code's up and all the members only stuff. And if you're not a member, it's $4.44. Everyone gets a door prize. But speaking of New Year's resolutions, and you know, how we speak about ourselves and all of that. If you do come to the party and you can, I think I'm just going to turn it off maybe like an hour before it starts, which is, by the way, next Saturday. I didn't want to give people something else to do in the middle of the holidays. So you'll get instructions. You'll get a random bingo board. And you'll get instructions about the vision board, which is just what we want 2024 to look like. And then we'll do a beautiful Reiki exercise. And I'll teach you some manifestation prompts, we'll call them, to apply to your manifestations, because it's more than what we say, it's how we feel. And we kind of genuinely have to feel that. It's not a fake it till you make it kind of thing, right? So just learning how to get in the headspace of how to feel abundance, how to feel like, you know, I say all the time, actually, I just want to point this out. This is from Lee. I got this for Christmas. She actually found it while she was on vacation without me. And I love it. And on the bottom it says, focus on the good, right? When you focus on the good gets better. And I believe that. I feel like if you have your arms open, whether that's in a giving nature, whether we're giving away something, or however, if we have our arms open and we think that about ourselves too, then our arms are not only open because we're giving stuff away and we, you know, have giving, loving, supportive energy around us, then it's available to come in. And I say that all the time, but we're going to talk about that stuff. And there's games, and we're doing an escape room, and there's prizes. There's like over $450 worth of prizes and readings. Our lovely Nicole, not our lovely, she's her own entity, but the lovely Nicole Lilith medium is wanted to give away a prize. She'll be there. And we're gonna learn an astrology technique to help you like understand when certain planets are doing certain things. Is that a planet that really, really affects me or kind of affects me? And I'm gonna teach you a cool trick to talk to your guides. And if you don't have tarot cards, you can actually use playing cards with this one. So that's all available on the website. You could join membership if you want. It's just that if you join it now, it doesn't get the free ticket. So hi Renata, hi Holly, hi Heidi. There was Heidi Hobby and Holly Hobby when I was growing up. So when I say hi Will, hi Maricela, when I say Heidi, sometimes it automatically goes to Holly. Anyway, but the party is just going to be fun. We'll have music blasting because it'll be a private Zoom. Yeah. And if you want to join membership, whatever, there's stuff to look at. I'm not going to make this a 5-minute infomercial in the beginning. But it just don't join it just because like it's a free ticket, because the cutoff for the free ticket has happened, but it gets you lots of other stuff, whatever. All right, so today this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take, I thought it would be really cool, we're gonna take an oracle for everyone's moon sign, and then we're gonna take you know what, I'm gonna wear this because it's gonna remind me of my mom. Let's see if it fits. Oh, I'm gonna have to move something over. That kind of works. It's for New Year's. My mom was a Yankees die hard. We'll just switch those out. Yeah. I'm feeling my mom a lot today. She loved New Year's Eve. Our New Year's Eve is about food and it's about games. So that's what we'll be doing as a family tonight. So we're going to do, sorry about the interruption. I just saw that glimmer at me and I felt like that was a little hi. So we're going to do an oracle for everyone's moon and a tarot for everyone's sun sign. So everybody gets kind of 2 readings today. And of course you can apply it to the house if you like. Also, happy Jupiter out of retrograde. Although Jupiter is great for when it's in retrograde, it is great for missed opportunities. Like, where can you find something that you said no to before? It wasn't a good fit before, and now it might be a good fit. So it wasn't a terrible thing, but it's also nice when it's direct. So I believe Tuesday, depending on where you live, Mercury goes direct. Hi, Tina. Happy New Year to you, too. And so, you know, we have less than a month where Pluto will take a dip into Aquarius until September 1st. Then we'll kind of have like an intense October, and then November 19th, it's out for good. So, you know, there's bumps, but right now things are kind of groovy. Your sun and the moon are the same. You still get 2 readings though, baby doll. So 2 spiritual hygiene and New Year's things I just wanted to kind of touch on with everyone. always calling your power back to you, especially if you feel off. Hi, Delarin. Especially if you feel, if you feel funkiness around you, or you're just feeling off, or you're feeling less energy. You can always say, universe, spirits, and guides, listen, if you pray to Care Bears, you like it, I love it. Whoever you feel called to, you can say God, you can say Happy New Year's, Teresa. I mean, you don't have to say Happy New Year's, Teresa, as part of the meditation. I just saw Teresa. It's like, hi. Okay, God, spirits, guides, universe, Care Bears, don't care. Whoever you resonate with, that's who you can say. You can ask. So for me, it's universe, spirits, and guides. That's just the phrasing that I use that I feel called to. So universe, spirits, and guides. And we can all do this right now. Take a deep breath. I call back all of my power to me now from anyone using it with or without my permission. And I did that prior. So, but normally when I do that, a little vibration through my body. I feel it. You can feel it. Hi, Doretha. And the other one is, dear universe, spirits and guides, Care Bears, God, whomever. I reject any negative energy being sent to me, whether it be intentional or not. And just, you know, you guys are all so powerful. I want you to understand that, like, we may feel lost sometimes, like in this human form, and stuff gets mucky and stuff gets yucky, and we can feel powerless in our environments. We can feel sadness. We can feel you know, all kinds of things, and it can get, we can have really hard moments in this human journey, but as a soul connected to your higher self, connected to your guides, connected to that whole team, you're all really, really powerful. And you don't always need to book an appointment to just sit and close your eyes, connect, breathe, and ask for your guides to protect you. Ask for your guides to give you more power. Ask for your guides to help you with your energy levels. Whatever it may be. Ask for your guides to give you a sign for something you really need an answer for. You all have power. You all have gifts. Now, whether our gifts are like at our fingertips and we learn them as a tool and how to use them and how to connect with them, and how to decipher them, because I'll tell you, even the best mediums at some point built a language to spirit of like, this means that. And if you watch any medium on TV or any good medium, like, you know, my friend Lana or my friend Tracy or Nicole, they'll say, they're showing me this, which means that, right? It's a language that's built. You just need to build your own language with your spirits, with your guides. And I promise you, we're so powerful. I mean, you chose to come here. And, you know, nobody chooses to have bad things happen to us, but we chose to come here. And there's so much power just in that. So I want you all to know how powerful you are. And anytime that you feel yucky energy, you can just clear it. Ask your guides, ask your higher self to clear it. And you have that within you. And, you know, you could put nutmeg in your hair too, in your hair products, your leave-in conditioner. If that makes you feel like you have an extra boost, that's great. Hi, Erica. Happy New Year's. The other, I don't know if y'all can see this. This is from my little guy. Witches be crazy. I guess they saw this, and it was even had the lavender. And he just had to get it. My nose is running, which is a really good sign. Hi, Zoe. I'm glad you needed that. I'm glad that helps. You know, and you can do that. You can wake up in the morning and say, universe, spirits, and guides, I call back all of my power to me now from anyone using it with or without my permission. You can ask to reject any negative energy being sent to you or towards you with or without intention. And, you know, the third one that I love is transmutation. So you can have a transmutation on yourself, on your home, on your children, because sometimes, you know, what affects us affects our home and affects our children or how we take care of them. And so you can set transmutations, which means if anyone's sending me, you know, negative energy, I choose to transmute. I'm asking my guides. You can ask. I don't work with I don't work with anyone. I don't work with entities. I think people who do, that's great. I don't, because there's a lot to that, and I don't know. I don't know the proper way. There's all kinds of rules with that, so I don't claim to. But you can also just ask Archangel, whoever you feel close to. I'm a big fan of Raguel, Raguel, right? Yeah. But you can ask for help with that. But just say, I'm setting a transmutation for negative energy to get turned into abundance, to get turned into health, you know, which is usually my go-to, because with the stuff I have going on with my health. So anything that's like going to be good on my health, bring it in. Anything that's going to be good, anything that anybody sends negative is great for my kids. You know, you could set it to whatever you like. But you're so powerful. You're also powerful. And I want to start the new year with that and that kind of spiritual hygiene. So we don't feel scared. So we don't feel fearful. I have said this for years, even before I was doing all this. Fear will kill happiness, peace, and success more than failure ever will. And fear is what triggers our nervous system. It is what takes us out of parasympathetic, right? It's a trigger that makes us feel fearful for whatever, and it takes us out of that parasympathetic. Fear is just fear and shame, right? And judgment. They're all just crappy bedfellows. So we're going to go into 2024, hopefully, with the tools to just understand our own power and not let fear be the thing that drives us. Not fear of, what if I don't pay this bill? Not fear of, what if somebody doesn't like me? Not fear of anything. What if I'm not pretty enough? What if I'm not this enough? What if I'm not smart enough? We're not doing that anymore. Going into 2024, and I felt that was really beautiful that I knew that Jupiter was direct. So let's harness that energy, everybody, today, and you know, bring it into the new year. The other thing is, tonight at midnight or anytime tomorrow, honestly, in the first 2 days, go to your front door, face your front door, cinnamon salt. Just say, this house knows unlimited streams of income. This house knows health and happiness and inner peace for everyone in it. This house is without negative energy. And blow the salt and the cinnamon into your front door. You can sweep your front door too. I'm a big fan. Sometimes we get a nice day on January 1st, no matter where you live. It's weird. It's a day to have your doors open. And I really always feel like, if I think about how many times that January 1st had like unusually nice weather, I feel like that's universal. That's like a gift for us. So we can open our doors and sweep out. You sweep out instead of putting it in the garbage. It's still in your home. Sweep out the door. And if you live in an apartment, you know, blow some stuff in your window. And if you live in an apartment, you could still stand out in the hallway towards your door and do that. Okay, that being said, I think we should start. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody need to know what their moon sign is? Because if you don't, we could probably help with that. Is everyone good? Oh my God, that's so good. It's espresso and chai, which you know I do all here. And then I found a sugar-free gingerbread syrup from Jordan's Skinny Syrups. If y'all don't know, I should probably get some like kind of affiliate link or something, because it's all I use. Does not taste sugar-free and does not have the other stuff in it that I don't like. And their flavors are crazy. But oh my God, this is so good. pretty happy. No questions, we'll start. Okie dokie, let me put my matches away. All right, let's start. Aries moon. Who here has an Aries moon? I know I have quite a few Aries moon people. Any other Aries moons in the chat? Forgot to advertise on Instagram today. So we might be a little quiet, and I love that for the giveaway part. Why is a runny nose a good sign? If you are, well, first of all, you all know because I have, my immunity is low because of my health conditions. Maybe you don't know, but now you do. So I don't leave the house a lot. I get fresh air a lot, but I don't leave the house. So like, and nobody here really leaves that much. And when we do, we don't raw dog the air, we mask. So I know that I don't have a runny nose because I'm sick. A runny nose is, and Gemma will talk about it too, is just like a sign of, it can be like a signal from spirit that like you're good and connected. Like something's gonna happen. It's kind of like they say an itchy nose means you're gonna, itchy palm is money, itchy nose is a fight, itchy ears or burning ears is someone's talking about you. So, but a runny nose is supposed to be one of those signs. Because I don't feel pretty good today. So like it's nothing else. That was a good question. By the way, for members, the Discord, you just have to look at the new members video and it's also on your membership form. I still need a membership form for like 2 people. But the Discord, the members only chat room is funny. Y'all are funny. I'm barely in there. I stop in every couple of days, but you know, you all have access. It's like the little clubhouse, so you can all have access without me going live. Y'all are funny. I go in there just to laugh. We've been doing, like posting clips from movies and saying what signs we think that they are. It's very funny. Some people are posting like written work and talking about like where the author was coming from astrologically, but it's all funny. You know, when I say they say, sometimes you're going to have a runny nose because you have a cold. Sometimes you're going to have an itchy nose because there's a cat hair. I don't think that every time that you have, I don't like generalizations in general. Hi, Jody. I'm not a big fan of generalizations. I don't think it has to be. The Grinch one is hilarious. Okay, so Aries moon. Sorry, I digress. I do that a lot. I apologize. I have a Gemini Mercury. Sometimes it sees a squirrel. I apologize. You can always listen to me sped up. That's always a good idea. Okay, so we have, for Aries moon, I don't know if y'all can see that, we have amplifying abundance. Abundance is my birthright, and I receive it now. Let's, ba-ba-ba-doo. I'm going to read this, hopefully with halfway decently clean reading glasses. What does that say? Hey, my girl, I told you, Jody. Aw, thank you, Danielle, for bringing somebody. Yeah, sharing is caring. Hit the share button. Even if you send it to yourself, it still hits the analytics. My analytics have been great the last couple of days. But, you know, when you're open up to the good gets better. Okay. Abundance is my birthright and I receive it now. When you are abundance, so all my Aries moon and my first house moon people, please take a deep breath and receive this one because this is great. When you are, can you all see that? When you are abundant, you feel comfortable that life will always meet your needs, whether things go accordingly to plan or not. Can I get a hell yeah on that one? Abundance is not a matter of having more than enough, but of seeing it from the soul's perspective that only your ideas and beliefs can ever limit your experience. Abundance is a readiness to be supported by the universe in exchange for letting your light shine at full capacity. I love that. This mantra is ideal for unraveling beliefs of lack and scarcity, overcoming fear. See? I love spirit. I mean, the oracle just always like, that's pretty much what we were just talking about before I shuffled and got that card. Now let's get, I'm going to put these up because otherwise, let's get, ooh, I haven't used these in a minute. That was a great Aries moon. Hey, Adva. Hi, babe. Juan, you're amazing. Oh, by the way. There we go. Juan now has an extra little thingy by his name. I forgot to do that last night. Yeah, if anyone has trouble with their moon sign, Lee can certainly help you with that. She'll just look up your birthday and tell you your moon sign. It's better to know your time because some days the moon changes signs. I do rectifications, and the hardest rectifications are the ones when like they could know within 2 hours, but within 2 hours. Sometimes it makes it easier depending on where the cusp of the moon is. Some moons are so different, it's really easy to identify, and some ones are much harder. It's usually the aspects that tell the most. By the way, today we're having a gorgeous trine from a Virgo moon to the Capricorn sun. Really, really nice. And neither are that far off from that direct Jupiter. So there's like a sun, moon, Jupiter today for New Year's. Isn't that nice? I mean, the moon will only be trine for so long, but that's real nice. Okay, Aries, I am taking from the Tattoo Tarot, which is this really interesting. Yeah, Adva, next time we meet, I can let you know. I can do, if the members want to do a Zoom just on moon phases and the difference between the moon phase when you were born and what your progressed phase is now, we can do that. Ha! Juan, you have a little wrench by the power of Grayskull. Okay. Ace of Swords for Aries sun. Lord, I better get through this quick or else because I'm probably holding y'all up on your New Year's plans. Sorry, I'm having too much fun with you all. Okay. So I love a Virgo moon and an Aquarius sun combo. So speaking of the Aries sun, first house suns, Ace of Swords. Okay, so if y'all didn't know, a little tarot insight is that when you have the Ace of Swords, not every depiction, that's why I love having different sets of cards because there's different artwork, right? But in the original and in quite a few, you're gonna find you're going to find the sword going through a crown. And that is to emphasize and illuminate the idea that this is an epiphany. This is a gift from universe of thought, possibly of words, of mindset, and right through the crown chakra. That crown is for your crown chakra. So, divine gifts, divine thoughts, divine help, divine support through mindset, through understanding, through knowing. This is very indicative of like somebody who has clear cognizant gifts. So if you have a first house sun, if you have an Aries sun, or if you have Aries placements, and you've had the experience where you're like, I don't know how I know that. Maybe I know that because maybe I know that because I've heard it someplace, or do I like, did that just come in like a knowing, like a psychic thing? So this is also a good, I feel like it's the hardest gift to like clarify, but I have tricks for that. I think there's videos here. I can't remember what videos where I go over how you know the difference with claircognizant, or, but you know, in another live too, I'd be happy to go into it more in depth. We're already a little slow to go here. But Ace of Swords. So if you haven't, this year could be a year of just one download after another and trusting what you feel or what you think. You know, I had a conversation with one of my metaphysical friends about a month ago. Something happened, like in a couple of things happened in a bump in the night kind of way. It was in the middle of the day, but there was stuff that was like unexplainable. And we had a conversation where she's like, you're so cerebral, even though like you understand gifts, you're in gifts, you have gifts, you know, you have to sometimes just sit in the silence of it and not trying to figure out quick, even in a metaphysical terms. Aries are quick to want to solve a problem, run into the building on fire, right? Advocacy. So in what way could you sit a little still? What a challenge that I'm giving the Aries energies and first house energies for the year. But that is to sit a little still and receive what's coming into you. Wholeheartedly dive into those epiphanies, those clear cognizant moments. Okay, let's grab an oracle for Taurus. You know, and the lower Virgo, Taurus, and what was the other one? Capricorn placements in early degrees, that trine should be making you kind of feel great today. You know? And we have a gorgeous Venus and Sag right now too. So Venus and Sag is nice. Okay, let's get some more oracles down here. Let's do the wisdom of... Got all my books ready this time. This time I didn't forget the gravy. You have to be kind of old to know that reference. Which I am. Hi, Shingami Fall. Did I say it right? I think I might have just said it right. Kind of like the way I used to say it. Ooh, if this is a new thing, if this is like a... I'm going to have to start having tissues in my office. Okay. All right. Beautiful, beautiful card. Taurus, second house places for Taurus moon. but also it could be for second house placements. Does this have a number? Oh, good Lord, thank you. And the glasses go back on. We're going to give away something at the end. A reading. Not something, a reading. Okay. Oh, also, like I didn't even say it. I have a flash sale going on right now. So if you go on my website or, which the link is in the description. But it's till Tuesday. But big giant slash off. It's my thank you. I do it twice a year. For a couple years now. Ready? Taurus moon, the fate. The oracle's message is that the serenity prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and the courage to change the things I can. I think that's gorgeous for Taurus moon because you're a fixed moon. It's not that you're incapable of change, but sometimes it feels really hard for Taurus moons to go through those changes. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated or preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and the work with what those events and current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. And there's an extra message here. If this is about a relationship, other people are who they are. You cannot change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. You know, I'm just going to read the first two lines. Is that... I can't see if there's somebody new in the chat. I'm just going to read the first two lines of the prosperity message for our Taurus moons and second house moons. Your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are all beyond your personal control right now, which I don't know that I completely agree with that. But there are environmental things, of course, that are happening that we are all experiencing, like inflation and whatnot, that, of course, we're not controlling that, right? But, and Uranus is in Taurus right now, but we do have the option, the power, not about to change the environment, financial circumstances, but absolutely to take the reins and take that steering wheel and hop from the back seat into the front seat and find new ways. Most likely this is temporary situation, seemingly thrust on you by outside forces. I just want to say this before I read any more. And Gemma from Gemstone Tarot, who you all know I love, we both believe that sometimes we change when it's just too uncomfortable to stay the same. And sometimes that change, and I often say, like, you know, the Tower card. I don't see the Tower card as bad. The Tower card is usually dealt to someone who's so kind and so lovely that they have a hard time making things uncomfortable for anyone else. So some universe comes in and says, let me clear this obstruction. The Tower coming down, the Tower never represents our security, our home, our sanctuary. It's the obstruction in our way to something better that's coming down. You know, the card after the Tower is the World card. It's that beautiful change. It's closing a chapter that it was time to be closed. And so that is what, in that Serenity Prayer, I would really hope that you all take to heart. Let's get... My foot is going to sleep. I have a bad habit of, like, sitting Indian style. Hi, Amber. Hi, Rishi. I can see names. That's about all I can see right now. I'm going to take the Star Tarot. Let's put these back up out of the way before I have a 20 card pile up on my desk and everything goes boom. Take these off so I can read the tarot. Everybody talked amongst themselves for a second. I'm going to go. Hi, Peacock. What's the question you want to ask, Rishi? I'm not taking personal questions right now, but if you have a question about what I'm doing, or what order we're going in or anything like that, I'm happy to answer. Okay, I'm back. That was quick. I literally need to go grab tissues. I don't know who I'm connecting with, but certainly picking up something. I'll probably do something later this week. I was thinking about doing something Tuesday morning, where I do cards. Also, members once a month, twice a month we have a Zoom. One's astrological, one's metaphysical, so often it's like pulling cards. Okay, and let me just clarify, that's for the two higher levels. Okay, oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm a little inflamed as usual because I've been a bad girl during the holidays. At this point, I'm pretty clear I need to cut out all sugar. Okay. We have the Six of Swords. I'm not mad at this. Okay, Taurus, Sun, second house Sun, Taurus placements, or if it just resonates, and obviously cross watchers are welcome. We have the lovely Six of Swords. And what's interesting here is the boat is in the water. There's the Six of Swords is behind, kind of with a sun. Now, there is somebody kind of cocooned, and they're sleeping through the journey, and there's guides very clearly. There's new starts, a new moon. These dolphins are guides, and what we see is on the horizon is those Six Swords. I'm gonna be honest. Often I say, often I will say, when we get that Six of Swords, yes, you're going from choppy waters to smoother waters. However, we take those swords with us. We're taking our thoughts, our communication, our attachments, styles, all of that with us when we go to the next place. So just the leaving from one place to just leaving the environment, we also have to be very well aware in that Six of Swords that part doesn't change. We're still responsible for changing that. In this card, which I love for Taurus moon, or I love for Taurus sun, Taurus placements, second house sun, second house placements, that there is a different, we are not fighting. We are taking a spiritual rest. We are safe. We are guided. And there is a little bit more peace. There is new communication styles. This is really indicative for my Taurus sons of people leaving bad situations. And I always say, give your Taurus a hug. If you know a Taurus, give them a hug and a cupcake. Tauruses can come off stubborn, but they really are. It hurts them when somebody fails them. It hurts them when somebody else can't be as steady as their soul is comfortable being. Their soul is really all about like rooting to places and helping others grow that rooted tree with them, right? So very earthy. And so I love this with Jupiter have gone direct yesterday, and that's so it's direct today, just newly, with this trine of the Virgo moon and the Capricorn sun with the Jupiter in Taurus today. So beautiful. And honestly, this is a really good sign of what you're doing right now may feel hard. Know that you're being guided. Know that you can, like, you know, it's like that Footprints poem is what I'm getting. I want to cry right now for my Tauruses. Uranus has been in your sign for a long time. Yes, we're in the Aries Libra nodal axis since July, but you know, you went through your last eclipse just recently this fall. You know, it's been a lot. And this is just such a beautiful card for you to get going into 2024. And I love this for you. Just know that you have protection. Know that your guides they've got your back. Okay, let's get another oracle for Gemini. Yeah, I was gonna take one, but I'm a bit no. We're gonna take these. These are all I can hear right now is Donna and what's his face from Parks and Rec. Treat yourself, heal yourself. This is the healing yourself deck. So heal yourself. If you know, you know. If you don't, I apologize. And you probably all think I'm crazy, but I'm used to that. But if you know the Parks and Rec, somebody please tell me they know what I'm talking about. Treat yourself. It's Donna and what's his face, and it's so funny. Okay. This is from my beautiful, beautiful Gemini moons. I love a Gemini moon. Love, love, love. Y'all sometimes spend some time in childhood not being protected when you should have been as a child. Like one of the, we feel this a little less as adult, that's when it becomes our responsibility to do that for ourselves. But it's often Gemini moons could have been in a situation where as a child, food, love first, protection and caring, food and shelter, right? 4 basic needs of every human starting off. And when any of those are not met in any way, it causes us to have like other behaviors that help protect us, because that protection, we have to develop the behaviors. Our little brains are wiring, they're not fully developed, and we have to develop other ways to keep ourselves safe. And with Gemini moon, hi Cole, I have yet to have a consultation with a Gemini moon or no one in real life that didn't reflect in some way in their childhood. Okay, so mimosas, treat yourself. Fine leather goods, treat yourself. Thank you. That's why I am the luckiest woman in the world. My kids. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I know everybody feels that way, but yeah, when your kids grow up to be like people you actually want to hang out with, super bonus. Okay. We have the gorgeous, gorgeous self-love card for Gemini moons. Listen, 3rd house moons, Gemini moons. You all go out of your way to protect others, sometimes to the detriment of yourself. Oh, thank you, Doretha. There should be, if you check on your membership, Tina, there should be a little upgrade button there. If not, I can help you through it or make a little video. I feel funny making a video saying, hey, you should upgrade your thing, because I don't feel that way. I'm happy for everyone who has the $3 that gets the 12 videos, that gets all the other stuff. But I will make a little video maybe on members, but I'll just make sure it's clear. Like, I'm not asking you all to upgrade. We got a whole bunch of new members in the last couple of days, which is great. So maybe I should make one. But anyway, my dear sweet Gemini moons, sometimes y'all get a bad rap, and that makes me mad, because I don't believe in bad eggs as a chart. It is the year for you to put your oxygen mask on first. Often, what we do as adults, maybe my nose is running, so I would go get tissues because I was going to need them. Gemini moons, and whatever the thing is we experienced as a child, instead of giving that love to ourselves, we give it to other people. Because somewhere, this is neuroscience, somewhere in the back of the brain, you feel like you were taught when you were younger that, like, that's not what you get. Hope is not afforded. Protection is not afforded for you. But you understand the value of it and you give it to others. And again, sometimes that is into detriment of yourself. So, Gemini moons are famous for trauma bonding. We all can do it. We all can do it. But I want this self-love card is just on point. In 2024, Gemini moons, I love you. Now you love you, and put your oxygen mask on first. I hope you all hear that. Because we only have free will over ourselves. Yeah. Yeah, I don't love the moon shaming of Gemini moon. And I mean, I believe in empowerment for astrology. Full stop. Yes, we haven't done the Virgo or the Sag yet. So we're still doing that. We're on Gemini, third house moons. So I hope you hear me. I hope you hear me, Gemini moons. I'm looking you right in the eye and saying, put your oxygen mask on first. It is not selfish. And I know that you understand. You have the empathy of all people. But there's a little thing on my website. It's in the contact form. I had said this years ago, so I just made it a little thing. That, like, boundaries do not make us selfish. Boundaries allow us to focus the love, right, where it's most valued, and that is healthier and better that serves everyone. That serves us and everyone else in our life. Okay. Okay, Heidi. You girl, don't I see you in a couple of days? You'll have to tell me what that's about. Okay. Oh, we still need these. All right, now we need an oracle. We need a tarot for Gemini. I'm going to take the Fountain Tarot. Oh, I never used the Tattoo Tarot, and I did. So it's moved out of the way, and I just found one of my favorite perfumes that I could not find because it was hidden under the... Thank you! That's my Happy New Year's present. Y'all inspired me, and here I am rolling it like it's a roller ball. It's not, it's a little spray. And if anybody... It's not expensive. I don't do that. Floral Street Sunflower Pop. It smells a lot. It's reminiscent a little bit. Doesn't smell a lot, but it's reminiscent to me of the Elizabeth Arden sunflowers that was discontinued like, I don't know, 2 decades ago. Because I'm old. Isn't that the worst when something you love gets discontinued and then, you know, the only place you can find it is on someone who had the inside info and they bought like cases. Hi, Patty. And now they're selling it for like $100 a bottle or $200 a bottle. That's the worst. I won't do it. I'll find the dupe. Okay. I have not done Cancer. I'm about to do the tarot for Gemini in 3rd house. Gemini Sun, because we did a Gemini Moon Oracle. And then we'll be on to Cancer, Cole. Do you, Charlie? I mean, it's an oldie but a goodie. And New West. I loved New West. Also, everything I love gets discontinued. An Alfred Sung Shi they still make, which smells like lilacs. It's one of my favorite. If you like the smell of lilacs, you will like that. But they also had one called Shaw, and it was pink instead of light blue, like the bottle and everything. And that one I haven't been able to find in probably 10 years. Okay. I don't like musky anything. So, and those normally seem to be the most popular. And so like opium and all those, like that's just, I think that's great if that's what you like. It's just not for me. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. I love this Gemini. Listen, last year y'all took a beating with that Gemini Mars retrograde. Woo! Love light blue. That one I have in a roller. Oof. Y'all took a beat. This year, you know, the stuff in Pisces. So, like, let's be clear. Even though there's, like, nothing going on in Gemini right now, astrologically, there is, because you're getting the squares from both the Neptune and the Saturn in Pisces. So you could feel a little pressed, Geminis. But it's a much lighter press than y'all felt last year and the year before, because in 2020 and 2021 you had the nodal axis squaring your placements. Then you had that extra long Mars retrograde. That was a lot. So this year we have Wheel of Fortune, and you can see there's like these cosmic energies around you swirling. I love, love, love. This for you. This is going to happen when you put your oxygen mask on first. I talk about this in personal readings, and I don't know that I've ever done this, and it's not pretty what I'm about to do. But sometimes we understand and value things, and we're so abundant in them as an overcorrection for what didn't happen in our childhood, right? It doesn't even matter what it is. And some kind of personality that needs that but won't build it for themselves comes along and takes of us, right? Like it's a gas mask. And sometimes people come in and out of our lives. And when they're feeling down, they know who their cheerleaders are, whether they want to put in the same commitment or not. And they come along and they message us, or they come in again and they just want to of us, right? And so one, Geminis, I feel like I'm supposed to say this to you in the beginning of the video. I talk about spiritual hygiene, and I give you 3 practices. One's kind of for New Year's or the first of the month, quite frankly, the cinnamon salt. But the other 3 that I do as spiritual hygiene practices, please, 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 you know, take those on for yourself. Take those on for yourself, because a Gemini sun is the first one to understand both sides of the story. That is a superpower, their duality. That is a superpower, their open-mindedness. And they're not two-faced people. They just genuinely can understand both sides of the story, and they can empathize. You could be your mortal enemy, and the Gemini will say, well, and this happened yesterday in the Zoom, maybe they were just this, or maybe somebody could, you know, and you think, why can't you see? Why would you not fully stand up for me? And that's not it. They genuinely care that you're hurting. And they genuinely think that, well, maybe the other person's hurting too. That is a superpower. That is beautiful. And so, but it also attracts other people that want to take a hit of that instead of changing things so they don't continually be in that situation. Wheel of Fortune, self-love. I love these both for Gemini. You're going to be the catalyst. We are co-conspirators. Our behavior towards ourselves and others is you have two CEOs, right? You have universe guide, your astrology chart, all of that. And you know, and you also have yourself, your actions, your choices. When we manifest something, we get an opportunity. When something's happening in our astrological chart, we get an opportunity. When the guides want to give us something, we're getting an opportunity. We still have to we are co-conspirators. Can't say that enough. Okay. Okay. I remember Beautiful. My God, I wore that in high school. That was also when the self-tanners first came out. Some of them were not. So that Estee Lauder had a gel self-tanner that just turned you straight orange. And me and all my pasty friends in 11th grade walking around wearing Beautiful and looking like an Oompa Loompa. Oh my God. I just got brought back to Mr. Schianti's 11th grade class. I was in advanced social studies, and he was so funny because I could do well on a test. And he used to tell me that he had to give me cookies for every point that I got on the test. And he would I got like a 99 on the final, and he would be like, I almost gave you 100 just so I could get that extra cookie, but you know, where's the other point? And he would call us his brilliant little Oompa Loompas because we're all walking around orange. Oh my God. It was the worst. I mean, self-tanners were not what they were. I'm 53. So keep in mind that 11th grade was 1986 and 1987 for me. Somebody's saying, please send it to me. Do I have to send you? I will send you whatever you need, my love. I don't know if that was towards me or somebody else. Okay. I had to pull a card because I had a question because I felt something. Thank you. I eat and take a lot of antioxidants. I think it's that. Also, I hated sitting out in the sun when I was younger, so I just didn't. And I'm not a drinker. Just not that I have anything against it, just not. And I kind of think all of those helped, because certainly I didn't drink water until my 40s. Okay, we are on Cancer. Let's take an oracle. For Cancer Moon. Late Cancer degrees, late Capricorn degrees. I love y'all, and I will throw a party for you on November 19th. Because that Pluto has just been running you over. Let's take, for the Cancer moon, let's take Keepers of the Light. Keepers of the Light. I just made like a 1970s bad commercial jingle for the poor Oracle deck. I apologize to the Oracle deck. I don't know what's wrong with me. ADHD. That's why I sing the words. I'm convinced. Does anybody else sing words sometimes for no reason whatsoever? Okay, shut up, Susie, and read the cards. Cancer moon. Oh, for the Gemini kit. Beautiful, lovely, wonderful Doretha, please email me about that. Okay. All right. At least I amused myself. Okay. Ooh. For Cancer moon. Cole, I hope you're listening. Right? Are you the Cancer moon? Okay, we have, I know I have many Cancer moons, but Diana, where is, think about what you desire. Set your sights high and expect the best possible outcome. Fourth house moons, Cancer moons. Where's she at? Is there a number on this? No, I have to go to the contents. Yay, found it quickly. Diana is the Roman moon goddess. How perfect that I pulled this for Cancer moon, which is the mooniest moon. And this is the moon goddess. Yay. I love spirit. Okay. They're the real MVPs. Okay. Diana, the Roman moon goddess of the hunt. She is also known as Artemis in Greek mythology. Where she has similar attributes, she is often depicted with wild animals around her, and she is associated with the moon. She connects deeply with the wild beasts that come out at night. Isn't Cancer always going after a wild beast? We like a wild beast. Sorry. Maricel, I hope you're listening. Okay, because I know she's laughing. She is often seen holding a bow and a quiver of arrows, which signifies her ability to help us focus on a vision. She also helps us tune in to our intuitive side so we can listen to the wisdom that will guide us towards our goal. In particular, she encourages women to move on to their true power and promotes equality for all souls. I love this. All right, so listen, focus on your desires, because here's the thing. You know, the kids say, look what I pulled. Don't sleep on it. I pulled this, I pulled that. They mean what kind of quality of person they pull, or how good looking they are, or where they are in life, or whatever. You know, it's like the funny guys, how comedians can like pull. You ever see Bill Burr's wife? She's gorgeous. You know, and he's like a short, bald Irish guy. But he's hilarious and intelligent, which funny people most likely are. It's very unlikely you're going to find a really funny person that isn't also kind of smart. At least, kind of. So, you all know how to pull Cancer moons and Cancer energy kind of in general. Y'all know how to pull some wild beasts, which means you know how to magnetize desirous people, ravenous people. So you can also pull that in for yourself. What are your desires? Because you already know. Have you ever focused your energy, Cancer and Cancer moons, on one person? And you thought they might be a little out of my league in any way, but you still pulled them? Pull that manifestation in. Pull those desires in. Cancers are cardinal. They're not cheap. They're not boring. They're not mild. They're quiet out. You're only going to find that once you crawl in the crab shell with them, if they let you in. But you know how to get what you want, as far as like, you know how to like set your desires on someone and pull them. So now set your desires on the things that serve you and pull it. Cancer moons. Cancer moons are not a bunch of crybabies. They are passionate people, and sometimes that's one of the outlets. One of the outlets. And they're strong enough to cry in front of other people and take whatever comes at them for emoting. Dumbest thing ever to call Cancers crybabies. Okay, Cancer sun. Cancer sun, 4th house sun. Okay. Cancer, the World card. This does not surprise me. You know, everything but that little last drip drop of Pluto, which will drip all the way out on November 19th of next year, has come in, transformed you. I want to say, was it late 2018 into spring of 2020, you had the nodes in your sign. Since then, there has been a big transformation. The world experienced a big awakening. Cancers might have been the first to hear the call because you're all so empathic. You're all, and 4th house suns, I don't care if you're a Sag or a Cap sun, but you're in that 4th house, I'm telling you. You all are empathic. Now is the time to take everything that you have learned. You know, when something happens to us, it takes time. And, you know, crabs can kind of walk sideways. Cancer energy can kind of go sideways before it goes forward and back. And sometimes it's really frustrating if you're dealing with a Cancer, right? I admit that's probably really frustrating for people. Although I am emotional, and even with my Aries moon, I used to be a very reactive person, and now I don't, right? That's one of the lessons I've learned in my Cancerian journey, is to kind of observe a lot and not be as reactive. And I learned that a lot in the time when the nodes were in Cancer Capricorn. That also happened to be when, I want to say, Saturn was in Cap too. So there was a lot on the other side of the seesaw for Cancers that year, and it made a profound change in a lot of Cancers. Hi, Sparkle Mint. I feel like it made a lot of profound change, and like, we had to grow up in some ways. We had to turn in, because Cancer can either be really emotionally immature or it can be very mature. And it's a matter of taking the lessons in. It's a matter of cleaning the mirror that you're looking yourself in and really seeing clearly and taking on responsibility. And so this does not surprise me, because over the last, 4 or 5 years now, right? You have taken in the lessons, learned how to be less reactive. This year, Cancer suns, we have the World. You are probably closing a chapter, and damn, do we get attached. We get attached to people. It's really hard to let people go. Gemma was saying she put out a poll to see like how many Cancers had old shoes, because they have sentimental value to these like 20-year-old shoes. And evidently it came back overwhelmingly. Right? Like, Cancers do that with people too. They want to nurture them. They see what hurts them. They want to give them that mom hug. And so this year, I don't think you're going into 2024 holding on to those same people. I think that you will wish them well. I think that you will, hope that I'm just going to say this. I think that you're hoping that they see everything they have to say without your interference, because Cancer, and I feel like I can say this because I am one, we don't mean to. We think it's out of love. We want to make sure everybody has that safety net. We want to be the person to take the warm blanket and wrap it around somebody. We want to, cleanse them and keep them warm and safe and give them that feeling of being loved and nurtured. And sometimes that turns into enabling somebody. And when we're always trying to put that safety net out for people, we never let them hit that rock bottom. And that's like, why would you let somebody hit rock bottom? Because whatever's that rock bottom is what they need to experience so they can process something else. If you keep somebody from processing what they need to process, if you tell them not to feel their feelings, I'll feel them for you. You are going to suspend yourself in a dichotomy, in an exchange with somebody, Cancers, that, albeit well-meaning, you're not going to get the reciprocity out of them. Because your hands are like this, making sure they don't hit rock bottom. I do believe that 90% of Cancers have learned that lesson since late 2018. I really do. And so this year, you are now in the point of practicing. There's happening, there's awareness of what's happening, there's lessons, there's resisting the lessons, because like we all can be defensive, right? Then there's letting the lessons marinate, there's accountability, there's looking in the mirror, and then there's slowly practicing. We are at the practicing point, people. It doesn't happen overnight. Something doesn't happen to us that's an obvious lesson, and everybody else thinks, oh, they're going to learn their lesson here. That's not how humans work. So, but now we get to experience the changes. Now we get to experience what it's like without the old attachments, what it's like without accidentally enabling, what it's like, right? To expect your love will change somebody else. God, what a thing to say. Love that. Love that for Cancers. All right. By the way, the cup is from Aldi's. I don't think that they probably have any. It was out at Halloween season when they saw it. Let's get an oracle for... let's get an oracle for Leo, my lovely Leos. We're going to take an oracle of the roses because I just think, I don't know why, I feel like they're very Leo. Leo moons. I love a Leo moon. I literally love a Leo moon because one of my kids is a Leo moon. All right. Okay. What number is this? If anyone here is thinking about making oracle cards, please put numbers on them. Makes everyone's life easy. I get the other ways of organizing them and everything, but please put numbers on them. Right? Having a Leo moon child is not the worst thing in the world. I'll tell you that. We have for Leo moons, the companion. Relationships of all types are in focus at the moment. One or more need your closer attention. You may find by tailoring and combining two or more of your projects, ideas, or plans, a more achievable result may be had. Other people and their needs are going to play a bigger part in any decision making that you need to make or your plans that you have in the future. Make sure that you are making room for yourself as well. The companion is here for as a shoulder to cry on, but also a cheerleader to spur you on and a smile you can always rely on. And the question it asked, I love this oracle deck because it asks you to ask a question of yourself. What are my most important partnerships and how did they form? And I think that, and this is about relationships, partnerships, loyalty, so important to Leo, support and agreements. When we are looking at how did our relationships form, that's really important. Did we meet somebody and all of our mutual interests now bonded us together? Do we like is it the moral compass? Is it the dark sense of humor? Is it they also know how to have fun? Or is it about trauma bonding? And maybe you've healed that trauma and we feel like we outgrow people. Look at your most important partnerships now and make sure they're still as aligned as they were. And if they're not, doesn't mean you have to discard of the person. It means that you can work on having that conversation. How incredible if if we as humans didn't be like, oh, everybody's always talking about their feelings, right? And had a conversation with some of our closest friends about like what brought us together originally. Because sometimes our closest friends come from proximity. They lived across the street. And some of those friends, I have 3 friends that lived across the street from me. One I never talked to when we left high school. And 2 of them I'm still friends with because there's a connection. That proximity wore out, right? And that we can look at that with our high school friends, but look at that with your other friends that you didn't meet in high school. How did you meet? How did that friendship form? And at what point, should we reassess and have that conversation with your friends, with your partner, with your partnerships in life? Because if you don't, it becomes an elephant in a room. And sometimes you'll have to agree that you don't serve each other anymore. And wish each other well, and that's okay. When the conversation is like forced, Hi, Dolly. All right, let's pull a tarot for Leo, and I'm gonna pull this. I'm gonna pull the Nike Tarot. The Nike Tarot is one of the things that we will be giving away on at the Christmas party. For anyone new in the room, it's not a Christmas party, it's a holiday party on Saturday. And it's only $4.44 if you're not a member for more than a month, but there's a prize for everyone no matter what. And then there's $450 more in prizes, readings, a deck of cards, and a bunch of other stuff. That's all in the link in the description. Okay. Leo, you got the 7 of Wands. I kind of want to say that's a Leo card. It's Mars and Leo. 7 of Wands. For me, I see the 7 of Wands as advocation. Now, you are either advocating for yourself or advocating for somebody else. It may be a very unpopular opinion. The difference between, because they look a lot alike, right? The 9 of Wands and the 7 of Wands is, the 7 of Wands is, I am building this power, right? I am planting my sticks in the ground and saying, you could try, but I am fiercely protective of what's behind me. Whether that's my own heart, my own best interest, or another person, or another community, a whole group of people. Hi, Michael. So when we are looking at the 7 of Wands, Mars and Leo, Mars is also very protective. Mars is also our impetus, our drive. And the way we feed our Mars to make sure it's healthy is with our Venus, right? How are you feeding, right? How are you feeding your Mars? They're like gremlins. Don't feed them after midnight. But you know, that Mars is being protective here in Leo. It's super loyal. And this is also for 5th house suns. Super loyal. I love the idea of you going into 2024 confident enough, right? Inwardly, not outwardly, confident enough to advocate for what it is that you believe in, whether it's a popular opinion or not. In the 9 of Wands, where we've got the fences behind us and we're defending. We're building a fortress in front of us, saying you can't get in. And in the 9, we are bruised and battered and saying, So this is the beginning of boundaries for something. And sometimes, and I see this all the time, boundaries are much harder to make than they are to execute. Boundaries are, much easier to make than they are executing the boundary, standing by the boundary that you made in a non-aggressive, way, is an exercise. And so that may be the exercise and that is a beautiful form of self-love, is to bring your boundaries in. And again, Mars and Leo, Mars can be protective. It is our energy. It's gorgeous in some of the houses because it's, where we can see busyness. And this 7 of Wands, plus, can we just talk about her shoes? I have those, but I don't wear them anymore. But this Mars in Leo is just asking you this year to execute the boundaries that you made. If you're making a vision board, if you're making resolutions, give yourself support tools to actually execute them, right? Because like where I'm from, we would say, don't talk about it, be about it. And this is about not just speaking the boundaries, but practicing. Mars is also sex, it's activity, it's lots of things. And so it's practicing, exercising those boundaries. Yeah. I have high-heeled Mary Janes. That's it. And when you wear them with tights, I love them. Okay. Aw, thank you, Shauna. Okay, let's get into Virgo. I think that for Virgo, we're going to read an Into the Lonely Woods. I don't know why, but I feel like that's the move. Okay. So I used to have a remote for my old light, but my old light broke. So I don't think I can do much to turn down the lights here. Virgos, Virgo moons, 6th house moons. That 6th house is so much more than monotony and health. I love Virgo moons. Okay. You're all too hard on yourself. Go celebrate what you have already accomplished. Go celebrate your skill, your love, your help, everything that you give, the way other people celebrate their mediocrity. Please. All right. Okay, let's see what we got. I love this. Okay. Where are my Virgos? Virgos. I know I have a ton in here. 27 people. Oh, thank you, Annika. Yeah, liking and sharing is great. It helps if you want to help. If you just want to watch, or you're just here to cross watch, that's fine too. But listen, I know my community loves me, and I know it more than ever now. You know, there's a saying about like it's not the size of the prize or something, it's the motion in the ocean. I'm here for it. I'm down with our motion. Okay. I love Into the Lonely Woods. I gotta take my glasses off because I can't see what you all are saying. Okay. And make sure if you're watching this part, because we're halfway through now, that if you want to like go back or what, that you bring that little ball all the way over, or else you're going to miss the giveaway. And that will make me sad. Okay. Sad for you. Because it's fun to, you know, be in a giveaway. All right. So 29. Your presence is a gift to others. Ain't that the truth, Virgos? Virgo moon, 6th house moon. Here you go, babes. Sometimes we are alone for so long that we begin to wonder if we can still connect. We ask, what will I say? What if I forget how to behave? We miss the presence of others, yet we fear their rejection, that they will never truly know us. Dear soul, you are lovable. When you find yourself once again with others, and if you fall silent wondering what to do, take a breath and let yourself become aware of their presence and allow your intuition to guide you. You are worthy of friendship and love, and you are very nearly ready to let others in once again. For as you miss others, they miss you too. Your presence is a gift to all that meet you. Those cards always make me cry. That was beautiful. I am begging the very talented Lee for automations, so I have more time to do things like do a Into the Woods reading once a month, just like as a separate little video. I love them so much. I keep looking to see if they make anything else. I haven't found anything yet. Thanks, Lee. Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba. Let's take an ethereal deck. By the way, Lee, can you come down? I said the word ethereal. Can you come down with Bubba? I hope Stacy's still in the chat, especially because we just did Virgo. Good. I'm glad you needed to hear it, Doretha. Using the ethereal deck for a tarot card for Virgos, Suns, 6th house Suns. One of my favorite people in the whole wide world is a 6th house Sun. Y'all can be hard on yourselves too, though. Ooh, that is interesting, Virgo. I'm hearing like the plug is going to be pulled. Like something that's like stopped up, you know, like jammed, is going to be unjammed. We have the Knight of Pentacles for Virgo. Let's see. Knight of Pentacles reversed. And I just want to show you the card in the upright. I know the gold foil makes it a little hard. You know, y'all heard me say I'm not crazy about the Knights sometimes, but I like the Knight of Pentacles. Is it annoyingly slow? Yes. Is it you know, frustrating because we're like, oh my God, make your move already, or like, get here. I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can. And so when the Knight of Pentacles is turned upside down, the slowness usually speeds up. So things that felt stuck, things that felt jammed, things that felt so far away, like they weren't going to come anymore. And this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in the upright is not here for just a short time. It's here for a long time. And so they don't want to just come in and come out. And so when it's reversed, it's still that energy, but it's unstuck for me. Sometimes it means like the slowness is coming to a stop, but either way, that means, Virgo, you're not going to be waiting on anyone that's like, because if anyone's going to understand somebody taking their time and being methodical about what they're going after, it's Virgo, right? To make sure they get it right. They understand a Knight of Pentacles, right? They'll give them their space and their grace. But so either you're gonna, this is like a stop waiting. I love this for Virgo. So, but I keep seeing like a plug for like remember when we were little, we would have the plugs for the tub and you would hear the noise and everything would start. Like there's movement. Something that was stuck, that was stagnant, is moving for you this year, Virgo. And I love that. I pulled the ethereal deck, and sadly, I don't know if she's in the chat right now. She was before, but I just want to give a shout out to Stacy, who's part of our community and one of our moderators. I think you all know she made this Sadie for me, and it looks just like my Sadie. It really, really does. And she put the little purple heart on it because I'm always putting a purple heart on everything. It still smells good. These are all like made from non-toxic. She hand makes these. They're incredible. And it now means so much more to me for obvious reasons because Sadie's no longer here with me. And then because I do like virtual empowerment for people, so I get you going on like rebranding and graphics and stuff. And I have a kind of a side business. I have a few accounts that I do that with. So I had helped her with getting her branding and getting a whole bunch of stuff done because this is what, you know, as she should be doing for a business. In return, there's a second one because she made it. We had a dog, Bubba. He was pit bull, but like an Amstaff, so he was like a big guy. And we rescued him. He had a dent in his head from being hit with a baseball bat before we got him. He had like razor marks on his paw and was the sweetest person. My mom was scared of pit bulls because there was one in her neighborhood growing up. She became a champion for pit bulls after Bubba. And Emily once took him to a park and put a little, because we used to call him Ferdinand the Bull, and put a little flower on his head. And I sent that picture to her, and this was what she sent back. These are exactly his markings. Exactly. It is incredible. And if anyone needs, if they miss an animal, if they want to get this as a gift, I cannot recommend Stacy enough. And if you are interested in getting this for yourself, so now I have a Sadie and a Bubba. These are incredible. If you know somebody who's lost an animal, if you've lost an animal, or if you have animals that you love now, because that's when this one came to me. But I can't, it looks like Bubba. She even got like how the eyes were different because of his little dent, everything. So I have a little video of my kids opening these, and she actually did this one in a rush, and it's amazing, like so impressive. And she was painstaking that the fur was the right color, everything. And they smell good because she infuses them in, with aromatics and everything. Like there's so much intention. She's a very gifted, pure soul. So these are truly made with so much magic, but they're incredible. If you want the information, you can email me, because she's not here to give it to you, and I don't know it off the top of my head. But I just wanted to, I don't have a link for her right now, but I will, if she pops back on here, we'll get it from her. I think she's just doing them like one by one as she's gotten, that's the whole point where we're like starting to get her with branding and everything. Yes. They're incredible. And she rushed those, and she shipped these like overnight for me. So I had them, and then I got the surprise from my son. So he was actually here when it came. It was just all magic. I'm a really lucky lady. But I just wanted, when I said ethereal, I just wanted to make sure that I gave a shout out for those, because they're just stunning. Okay, let's take Libra. Let's take the Enchanted Map. Yeah, she's on here. She's a moderator. Stacy is STACIE for her. But I don't think you can tag her when she's not like in the thing. And I'm using my phone to record right now, so I can't text her. Yes. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I'm excited to read this one. I don't think I've ever gotten this card ever, all the times that I pulled from this deck. So now I'm excited. This is for our lovely, beautiful Libras, Libra moons. Okay, you have the capacity to flow around any obstacle. This is the time to adapt. Remember, Libra moons and 7th house moons, that's me. Yep, 7th house moon. This is your card going in, your oracle card, going into 2024. Sometimes you'll come across what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain that separates you from your success. You think that climbing or chiseling away at it is the answer, but why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the rivers that flow around mountains naturally. You'll move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easiest way around. This is the time to adapt to your circumstance. If you decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the right action. Into the unknown. I mean, sometimes the unknown is because sometimes the unknown is because we're facing the same problems with a different attitude, with a different understanding of ourselves, with a different understanding of how universe works, with a different understanding and honesty of who someone is. So our problems haven't changed. Maybe the conflict hasn't changed, but you understand who they are truly, and not just because that's how we want to see them. Because Libra too wants to give everybody a chance, right? And so sometimes we see people how we want to see them, and then we feel disappointed when they're not that way. And so Into the Unknown isn't about like, oh my God, I'm not going to have any bearings on what's coming for me in 2024. It is about truly just having a different set of eyes for the same things that's supportive, that's helpful. Yes, Jody. And Jody, make sure you press your little finger on that button and bring you all the way up, because if you're on Virgo and we're on Libra, I don't want you to miss the giveaway, because that goes quick, especially with this group, because you all are intuitive as heck. So lately, when I've been doing giveaways, in the last, I want to say 3 times, within the first 3 comments, somebody guessed. So it was such an intuitive group. It's a little, sometimes it's a little rougher. Okay. Let's pull a tarot for Virgo. I kind of always love the Muse deck. For Libra. Libra, Sun, 7th house Suns. Libra placements if you feel like it. Miss Jackson if you're nasty. Okay. We have the King of Emotions. This is the King of Cups. Listen, Linda, listen. Love, love, love this for you. Libras, the King of Cups is the utmost of emotional maturity. Again, this is taking on the same things, but with an understanding, with a lack of, you know, and Cancer squares Libra. I have that right in my chart. But those challenges that we get from that Cancerian King of Cups card brings us to a new kind of emotional maturity. And for Libra, this is about not having attachments to anything but the truth of things. And still being able to accept things as they are and be in our own emotions and have love and understanding that, you know, the King of Cups is a really emotional energy, emotionally mature energy, that the lack of attachment, the abundance of the emotional intelligence allows us not only to accept things for what they really are, instead of trying to like overcorrect. Libra's like, let me give you my arm. Is everything better now? Right? They're very giving, Libras. They want to try to balance things for you, and they'll take from themselves to try to give you balance, whether that helps the situation or not, often in detriment to themselves. But you get to have an unconditional love and love the way you want to love without expecting back. Expectations is a form of self-sabotage, right? This King of Emotions understands this. So we're going to go into 2024, Libras, 7th house Suns, without putting the expectations on the unconditional love. You know, Libras want to kiss the boo-boo. They often saw their parents fight growing up, or siblings fight, and they didn't like it. And so you can't make everybody friends, and you can't make everybody love each other, but just accepting that somebody's rejection of you or somebody's want of conflict when that's not what you want is a them thing, right? And that you could just put love on that situation and you don't have to try to fix it. And you don't have to have an attachment. And sometimes it's better to agree to disagree than try to heal it, because some people have to heal themselves. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous card for Leo. This is emotional intelligence at its best. This is lack of attachment at its best. Did I say Leo? I meant Libra. And this is, hi, beautiful Amanda. And this is being able to sit in unconditional love that starts with yourself. without trying to make something that it isn't, and still being okay and not trying to fix it. Just hard. But while Cancer and Libra square each other, they definitely have that in common. Okay. Let's get an oracle for Scorpio. We're going to use, I think we're going to use the Oracle of Mystical Moments, and then we'll use the Tarot of Mystical Moments for Scorpio. I don't think I've ever done that. It's like a match set. Okay. It's funny because the healing, when you stop expecting anything out of it and you understand it's a them thing and not a you thing, and that like somebody's not going to give you the love or approval or nurturing or acceptance, not because of who you are, but because of what they're only capable of, because their own trauma, or their own mindset, their own protective measures. It'll take time, but that's the space will come for healing when you let go of being determined to heal it. Every time. I've experienced that so many times. Okay, 8th house moons. Moon in Scorpio. I know I got a few in here. That's so good. All right. We have the flower spirit. That's why I did not bother doing anything with my hair today, because I knew oracle cards means reading glasses. They were going to go off, on. Okay, flower spirit. Friendship, soul, tenderness, joy. Scorpio moons. This card shows the tender and sensitive flower fairy, the soul of each plant. She listens with all of her heart to her friends and provides a soothing caress when their edges get prickly. Does anyone else understand better than a Scorpio moon about prickly edges and when life gets prickly? Let me tell you something. Your Scorpio friends, your Scorpio moon friends, your 8th house friends, they are not going to run and hide when your shit gets sticky. They won't. They won't, because they will have the least amount of judgment. Least amount of judgment. Scorpios get such a bad rap. They're some of my favorite people. By enjoying life and keeping the playfulness of heart, this is a source of inspiration and joy. The childlike vision helps her see the good in all things, especially herself. This Scorpio moons, keep being you, keep being playful, keep being supportive to your friends. Don't listen to the haters. I always say, let your haters be your motivators. If you've been following me for a while, that's not the first time you heard that. And again, I'm just going to say this. If you have a person in your life with Scorpio placements, even when they're quiet, they're still not judging you. They're going to understand that is really when they can offer it. That supportive space is unlike any other. And your Scorpio energy people will sit in the dark with you until your dark doesn't seem bad. So, you know, when you sit in the dark, and I always say this, I didn't want light worker attached to my name because it's not really what I do. And anyone who wants to take that different can, you know, that's prerogative. But what I love to do is sit in the dark with people long enough till their eyes adjust. If you've ever you walk into a dark room, at first you can't see anything. And then eventually there's a little light coming from the window. And you can navigate in the dark, but not in the beginning. And sometimes you just need somebody to sit in the dark quietly, without judgment, until the dark gets normalized and you understand, just like night and day, we need the dark and we need the light. Alaska looks beautiful. You could not pay me to be there when it's all dark, and you cannot pay me to be there when there's no nighttime. That would throw me off my schedule. We need the dark as much as the light. And Scorpio is not, darkness is not bad. It just is darkness. And it's there for balance. The yin and the yang are white and black because it is light and dark that makes us whole. Yes, Amanda's using her membership sticker. I said what I said. Okay. Okay. Let's take an oracle. And I said I was going to use the matchy. Give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. I don't even know what song that is. Is that Dr. Doctor? Okay. All right, let's get a card for Scorpio and 8th house suns. I know I have some 8th house suns in here. Certainly I have some Scorpios in here, but hell yes. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, Scorpio. I know that everything has burnt down to build back up, and you're like, can that stop, please? I'm tired of phoenixing, because y'all are the ultimate phoenixes. But there are new ways, new stability. I am thinking of somebody in this chat that I do. I have somebody that, like, whenever I have a flash sale, they buy enough to get them through, like, 8 months or 6 months, so that they get monthly, like, little check-in readings. They actually get the 15-minute. And I know that I keep saying to them, things are going to change, but they're going to be good. There's going to be new ways, like new sources of stability. This is what this is for Scorpio and 8th house sun. This Ace of Pentacles means this year there will be opportunities and gifts to possibly plant some passive income, but something else to hope and help stabilize. Especially because, you know, Uranus and Taurus is opposing your placements, Scorpio, but so is Jupiter. You know, so things change, but there's also jackpots to start new things of stability. And I know that you're phoenixed and you're tired of phoenixing, and I don't blame you. As Pluto on my ascendant kind of girl, I don't blame you. But I promise, where it looks like something's being shredded, I promise where it looks like something is defeated, there is new opportunities. And that is great. And you know, the Ace of Pentacles isn't just money. It's stability. Something you can hold in your hand. So if you feel like, I am so tired of working on myself, like, give me something to show that I'm working for myself, because I'm working on myself, and it's like, you know, doing a good deed around here gives you a warm, it's like wetting your pants in a dark suit, gives you a warm feeling and no one notices. Like, you probably feel like, what's going to happen now that I'm working on myself so much, other than my own sense, right? And in the beginning, we have to just do it for our own sense of evolution. But this is the year. It's Pentacles. Listen, you know, Ace of Pentacles builds, but you're going to start seeing stuff come in that you can hold in your hands, that you feel like, I have something to show for everything I just went through. Oh my God, I love that for you, Scorpio. Okay. Sagittarius. How are my Sages? Sag moons. Beautiful, all-knowing Sag moons. Okay. Let's get you an oracle card. I'm going to use, you've got Venus right now in your sign. It's really great. I hope it's aspecting you all in the most beautiful way, and it's raining on you. And I don't mean rain like rain. I mean like make it rain on you with that Venus and Sag. Just realized cover of these cards is a little questionable, maybe on purpose, maybe not. Somebody should have triple checked. Anyway, let's get Sag Moon. I'm going to use this gorgeous shadow deck. These cards feel like velvet and I love them, but because of like the texture and everything on them, they were so crazy expensive. So I didn't get any more from this, but I do love these. All right. Sag Moon, yay. Okay. Here is, now this one I know I have to look up. They do not have numbers. The deck is brilliant. I think it was like $60 or $70. And I had a whole bunch of Amazon gift cards one birthday and I grabbed them. But, you know, I have not been like... Here we go. Hey, Karen. Happy New Year. Happy birthday to that gorgeous, gorgeous girl of yours. She's so cute. I can't take it. All right. And happy birthday to all the Capricorns. Okay, we have the Strength card. Do I have this in the upright? Yes, I do. Can you all see it? So here's the roots. What a great card on a day that we have a beautiful trine from the Virgo moon to the Capricorn sun to the Jupiter and Taurus. Beautiful. Okay. The Strength is, we have the Sycamore. This card indicates a time where you need to tap into your reserve of strength and resilience. There may be things coming up in your life right now that require your courage and your willingness to be uncomfortable. Our ability to adjust to any transition, loss, or change will depend on our patience in riding out the storm. Sometimes we have to do without a map. Whatever is coming for you right now, understand that it will pass. And you just need to believe that you can move through it. This is for 9th house moons and Sag moons. The sycamore is one of the oldest species of trees on Earth. The name sycamore comes from the fact that the tree looked sickly. The old layers of bark and tears and peels away, making room for the new inner bark. This results in a collage of different hues of green, brown, and white. This is a reminder that when we may be going through trials and do not feel strong, we are growing through our determination to endure. Call upon the sycamore as a guide to getting in touch with your strength. When you feel uncertain and shaky, allow yourself to simultaneously hold your strength and your vulnerability. That's beautiful. And you know, it's grounding exercises are great, especially for non-earth signs. So for as a fire sign that's so psychic, that's so connected in that 9th house, right? Whether you're 9th house or not, it's got that 9th house little lick of flavor on it where we're connected. This is about, you know, again, I have a shirt that says I'm Sagittarius and I know things. Not I have a shirt. The shirt's in the shop. But because there is such a connection to that higher place. And so grounding becomes important. I know if somebody's got a ton of fire and air, I do have earth, right? I have quite a bit of earth, but I still, to balance out some Neptunian transits to my water, I do grounding exercise. This is such a great reminder for those Sag moons, 9th house moons, to do those grounding exercises this year and rely on how resilient you are and how beautiful and knowing you are when anything gets tough. We're going to have eclipses in Aries, right? There's a full moon eclipse on the 25th of March, and then there's a new moon eclipse on April 8th. Which, by the way, if you're on the East Coast, you'll be able to see that Make sure you order your glasses now before they spike the price, people on the East Coast. Canada, North America, a little sliver of South America there. You're going to be able to see that solar eclipse on April 8th. Order your glasses now, because if you wait, they're going to be like $20 a piece. But we're going to have these eclipses, and depending on your placements in Sag, that eclipse is going to be trining your Sag placements, your Sag moon. And so we want to make sure that you're all ready for whatever change that eclipse brings, right? And just know that whatever it brings, ground, and know that you're resilient. All right, we're going to use the classic. All right, it just came out. It flew out immediately as soon as I touched them. We have the Sun card. Again, this is trining your sign. This is the Sun. It is... Ta-da-ta-da. I want to get the exact... And it's the card for Leo. It is the card for Leo. And, you know, what I love is that, again, trining your signs, your moon Sag, but also one of the indicators of this card is clarity and freedom. And Sagittarius values both. And so this year, Sag Sun, Sag placements, 9th house placements, you can expect clarity and you can expect freedom from the, you know, as a result of the clarity you get. And that is going to make it feel lighter maybe than it's felt. And I cannot wait for this for you. That is a great card to go into 2024 with. Okay. Capricorns, as I was just about to say, happy birthday to Capricorns. To all the Caps. And happy New Year's, babies. Let's get a Priestess of the Light for our Caps. Creme brulees. This is for Capricorn moon and 10th house moons. What deck was that I just read from? Oh my God, what deck did I just have? Lord help me. Oh, that was the, all right, so the Oracle deck was the Shadow, it's Blair Porter and Britt June. Threads of Fate Shadow deck. And the tarot I used was the 100th anniversary of the tarot. It's a reprinting, obviously. And it has 4 extra cards that Pamela Coleman Smith, who is the incredible artist, it at one point was called the Rider-Waite Smith Tarot, and then it just became the Rider-Waite, and they took away credit from her, which for so many reasons is problematic, but this one kind of more celebrates her. And it has 4 of the cards that didn't get used in the original. I think if you just look up like Centennial Anniversary Tarot, Rider-Waite 100th Anniversary, you'll find them. The outside looks like this. Okay. I think that's the reading. I don't know if you're caught up. Okay, hold on. Oh! Capricorns. You probably all saw my pajama pants. That's how we roll around this house. You got the Twin Flame card. Okay. Capricorn Moon, Twin Flame card. Let's read the whole card because it's soul partner and internal connection. Eternal, not internal. Eternal connection. There are certainly people we can experience eternal connection with. I think I have one, y'all know I have an egregious amount of cards. I'm pretty sure this is the only twin flame card in all of the decks that I have. All right, here we go. And then Aquarius and Pisces, and then we'll be giving away stuff. Soul partner, eternal connection. The radiant connections shown on this card reveal a potentially life-changing message for you. The appearance of twin flame is on the horizon, and it's the directive of your karmic destiny that you reunite. Many people consider twin flames to be romantic connections, soulmates called back together from previous lives. This could indeed be the case for you. And this card may be announcing the homecoming of an abiding love. But there are many types of soul partners. They can take the form of a loving parent, child, business partners, scientists working together and on the same discovery, composer and lyricist, environmentalist with a common cause, or any other duo united with the intention to enhance the earthly experience of others. So don't be distracted by the similarity in appearance of the souls pictured here. This message is about perfectly matching a resonance that vibrates within the mutual recognition and higher purpose. And the affirmation that comes with this card, Capricorn Moon's 10th house moon: I am open to finding a deeper purpose in my life and to finding a soul partner who will share my higher intentions. Love, love, love. Hey, Shorty. Shorty plays a melody in my head. Da, da, da. All right. Let's put these back. And let's grab a card. Let's use Love is Love. Capricorn, 10th house sun. This is your tarot for going into 2024. And then we'll do Aquarius, and we'll do Pisces, and then we'll do giveaway. Does anybody have like fun, exciting, getting dressed up plans for New Year's? I had those years. I miss the people that I celebrated with. It was my other family. And I miss them. Jeannie and Kai and Angie and Bree and all of them. We don't live near each other anymore, but that is a sisterhood that will never die, and I love them deeply. But that was my going out, getting dressed up days. Somebody had a party at their house, but might as well have been out because it was so much fun. But when I grew up, and I'm back to that, it's games, food. You put on pants today. That's dressed up. I don't have real pants on almost ever. If I have real pants on, it's a fancy day. So why would I put on real pants when I could wear sweats and pajamas? Be comfortable all the time. Work perks. Okay, we have a gorgeous strength card. And this is, y'all know, if you know, you might not all know. And welcome if you're new, if I haven't said that. I'm Suzy, and I'm happy to have you here. But, aw, Annika. I'll make sure I'm done before it's midnight for you and Charlie. So this is one of my favorite strength cards because we have this incredibly strong, gorgeous lady riding a tiger clearly in the water. We have the infinity sign. We have a dolphin guide. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This kind of strength is born of adversity. And like, you know, Capricorn is the goat that climbs the mountain, right? But still is creme brulee. This is such a, like, this is such a great, listen, Pluto coming out of Capricorn, but Uranus is still trining, right, your placements. So the strength that is born of this year is going to be unfuckwithable. There's no other way to say that. Earmuffs for people who are offended by expletives. If not, Capricorn's already strong. But like, there is beauty and grace in this card also. There really, really is. Oh, get better, Teresa. Karen, try a humidifier or a steamer that you can put a little drop of oil in and make your own oregano oil. And then do it as a steamer for her. As long as she doesn't have any allergies, obviously, to oregano. This is, bye Maricela, Happy New Year. Or is it Shorty that's leaving? Oh, you're, okay. No, I don't like to drive and go out. If I go out on New Year's, I would go early. I would help my friends set out, and then we either stayed till like most people were, we stayed past the time that the bars would close where I lived then, so that we weren't, doing that. And then, a lot of times we stayed nearby. I also lived around the corner from my one friend, so walk home. This strength card is gorgeous to start into 2024 because there is so much grace and power, and look how relaxed she is, look how comfortable she is in the adverse, unusual environment. The lion is the protection, right? It's riding the lion. Here is about, she knows her guides look at that. She knows she can ride with grace. She will be better for this, and she can take the high road because her guides got her. Her knowing, her strength, her experience. Capricorns have experience. They're not taking shortcuts. This is gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Capricorn, 10th house suns. Again, I want you to see the grace, and I want you to understand that she doesn't have to be in fight mode to be strong. She's surrounded, she's supported. She knows her guides have her. She knows what her strength is. This is beautiful. I love, love, love this. For Capricorns, 10th house suns. That is a great card going into 2024. We've had some really, really great cards for everyone, which I love. Oregano isn't even harmful to pets, so I'm like, and you can drink it as an adult. But yeah, you can put it even in olive oil. And just warm it so that it infuses very, very low. And then put it, like I have a thing where you can add a little, you can also put a little on her chest, like Vicks Vapor Rub, but that just opens everything. The oregano will actually clear it out and heal it. I was also a big one on baby massage. I had a bunch of books. I used to do that for my kids. Okay. Aquarius, let's take an oracle. Let's use this is, oh my goodness. Where's the book, yo? The Shaman's Dream. This is the Shaman's Dream. This is the gift from the lovely Shauna. Okay. Ooh, Aquarius. Again, this is a card I've never pulled before. Gorgeous, gorgeous. This card is beautiful. Thank you, Shauna. Okay. Beloved, an object of affection, radical acceptance, and loving what is. How gorgeous is that card? This is for Aquarius moons, and I love, 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 love Aquarius moons. Don't ever listen to anyone tells you Aquarius moon is cold. I cannot get hugged enough or long enough all day long from my little Aquarius moon. One of my best friends is Aquarius moon. My God, Teresa's a love bug, Aquarius moon. Aquarius moons are not cold. Never believed that. Aquarius moons and 11th house moons. Oh my God, if you have an 11th house moon. The beloved appears. When the beloved appears, it requires 100% of your heart, body, and soul. Don't try to squeeze the beloved into your schedule. Drop the busyness and receive the one you have been waiting for. Know that this card comes as a mirror to show you the divine within and invite your radical acceptance of everything you consider beautiful or ugly in your being. The beloved may not be a person at all. It may be a business venture, a project, or an adventure calling for your full attention. Love it, let it light you up, and give it all your surrender to this truth. You are gaining a passport to bliss, even when it feels like you are being consumed by the fire of the beloved. Do not hold back, do not be afraid, for you will emerge transformed. Surrender is the key, and allow yourself to be loved. Usher the harsh critic out the door. Shut your eyes and ears to the judgment of others who have not been ignited by a divine blaze, for they only attempt to douse your fire and leave you choking in the smoke. Don't be seduced by false promises or falling prey to your extraordinary ability when you sometimes sabotage dreams and desires. Sink with and sink into your heart and trust your sense of what is true. You will know what to do. For the true beloved is never false. Every gift preferred is valuable. Recognize the many faces of the beloved and welcome it into your heart. You will be glad you did. That is beautiful. Again, that card has never popped up as many times as I have read that deck in certain circumstance, like in readings. Love, love, love. Your progressed moon is in Aquarius. I have to tell Karen, I hope you're coming to the party. Actually, you would really like the door prize. There's a holiday party for anyone who's just joining. It's this Saturday, all the links, blah, blah, underneath. But there's a prize. Everybody gets a prize. Besides the other prizes. There's a chance to win bigger prizes, but everybody gets a prize. That is gorgeous. I have to say, if you're an Aquarius moon progressed phase, not a natal moon, please, that was my favorite moon phase. The amount of growth, the amount of ability I had to accept things for what they were and not what I wanted them to be, and let go of drama during my Aquarius moon phase. Holy cow. I mean, loved, loved, loved it. My favorite phase thus far. I wish every progressed moon phase could be an Aquarius moon phase. I mean, love it. All right, so let's get a card for Aquarius. What do I want? Ooh. gonna take the Herb Crafters Tarot. I want to say this was a birthday gift or a Christmas gift. Yeah, the radical acceptance is incredible. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Also, this is represented by Witch Hazel. I think. Now that looks like goldenrod, but I've never seen witch hazel grow in the wild. So this is represented by witch hazel, which is interesting because witch hazel is one of those things that cleanses without being dry. Like you can use witch hazel for a million things. It's universal. This Two of Pentacles means something that feels out of balance, Aquarius, will come into balance. So things that have felt out of balance, and you know, you have Pluto coming into your sign, but please don't be scared about Pluto coming into your sign. Pluto in Aquarius is very different than Pluto in Capricorn as a collective energy, but your Pluto in your chart, although Pluto hitting your signs, you absolutely can feel that. But Pluto in Capricorn is going to be a restrictive transformation. It's going to feel a little bit more restrictive because its home sign is ruled by Saturn. And even though this is also ruled by Saturn, this is a different flavor of Saturn. And in Aquarius is about the humanitarian. It is about innovation. It is about moving forward. It is about progress that's kind to everyone. And it's about fairness. You know, Aquarians, and I say this all the time, I get so agitated when people say Aquarius is cold or unfeeling or whatever, or they're detached is a word we always get. They're just not about the bullshit. They're not about the drama, and you're just not going to get the reaction. If you don't get a reaction from an Aquarius, moon, sun, placement, 11th house stuff, it's not because they don't care. It's because they don't want to throw gasoline on a drama fire. They just don't want to. So this means that something that feels out of balance this year is going to come into balance. I really don't want you to be fearful about Pluto coming in. There's going to be, and the Pluto in your chart, read Richard Tarnas, Psyche of the Cosmos, or is it the Cosmos and Psyche? It's not in here. It's in my bedroom. But he also talks, he was on the Astrology podcast. The Pluto in your chart it's not meant to be scary. It's meant to give you internal work. And when you hear people speaking about Pluto in a fear-based way, it may be because they haven't done all of the internal work yet. It is your personal power, Pluto. Again, empowerment, not fear, not being overpowered. So don't worry about that stuff, Aquarius. You're actually going to have stuff coming in to balance that has felt out of balance. You know, Aquarius just isn't about the BS, and they don't love the drama. That doesn't mean they're detached. And Aquarius partners and Aquarius moons can have people they care about very much, and they understand that they can't change them and they can't do much. They'll try, they'll help, they're humanitarians. They may focus a little bit more on the collective because they understand that there's an understanding that they cannot. Cosmos and Psyche, amazing. Yes, it's on my night table again. And I love Richard Tarnas, and his daughter Rebecca is also amazing as an astrologer and educator. But anyway, or I think she just goes by Becca. But that balance is about, you know, something that's so close to you that it's just, you can't just wash it away. You're not going to ignore it. So something is coming into balance that was out of balance on the other side for you in 2024, and love this. And witch hazel, and go look up the properties of witch hazel because it's really, really interesting, because it looks like something that would dry something out, but it doesn't. It actually can be moisturizing too. So it does so many things. It's so expanded and multi-purposed. And so that's things that looked like they were out of balance or couldn't work you're going to discover a different purpose for it, and it's going to come into balance. Aquarius is so great at letting things be what they are and finding the strengths. Okay. Pisces, and then we're going to give away a reading. What deck have we not used? We used that one. We used that one. Let's see. Oh, I know. Oh my God, I almost just had a card crash here. I took all of that down because I wanted to get to these. Sacred Rebels. Also, I love the rulership book. It's just such a great tool. If you're looking, if anyone's looking for astrological books, that's right over there. I'm not getting up, but that stays close to my desk at all times. Don't be nervous for Pisces. Okay. Let's see. We have Dream a Beautiful Dream for Pisces Moon. And this is also for 12th house moons. Again, I don't think I've ever pulled this card. It's interesting today. I'm getting a lot of cards, even for decks I've had for a long time. Let's read for Pisces Moon, 12th house moons. Dream a beautiful dream. And if Neptunes are not so, if Pisceans are not so Neptunian and so capable of dreaming the beautiful dream, I think this is the perfect card for them. The urge to create is the same within you as it is for the universal creator. It also has the same magical ability to draw harmony into being and find beautiful order in chaos. This includes bringing harmony and perfect balance of well-being into your body, mind, and emotions. This is also part of what you want. This is also the part of you that wants to dream of beauty and bring it into life as in many ways as possible. How you eat, how you dress, how you look, behave, make love, create art, and relate to your community. Write poetry by moonlight or bathe by candlelight. If you have come to believe that your love of beauty is superficial rather than a genuine expression of your heart's appreciation of symmetry, harmony, and grace, then you may have blocked your ability to create harmony in your own life. You may believe it to be an unworthy goal. This is so good. Yet beauty, genuine beauty, rather than superficial glamour, flows from within. It is an expression of radiance within the heart and a love of life. If you have struggled with the obsessive attitude towards beauty that tends to prevail in human culture, then it is time for you to look to your nature instead. Her beauty is boundless, quirky, endlessly diverse. If you feel beauty is blocked, thwarted, or contaminated by others in your quest to bring your beautiful dreams to life, you may feel that your heart is dulled, minimized, or shut down. Small-mindedness can limit beauty to a very narrow physical sense. You do not have to share this view. You do not have to allow this view to impose upon you or the things you offer. That is a social disease of superficial, narrow definitions of beauty. Thumb your nose at airbrushed images and dare to love what is. Honoring nature is one example. Give yourself permission to feel and be beautiful in many ways. As Pisces is always representing the collective, right? It is that oldest, most wise sign. I feel like, although that was for Pisces moon, I feel like there was something for all of us in that. That was so, so beautiful. Let's pull a card for Pisces, and then we're gonna give away some stuff. I'm going to use... I'm going to wish our Europeans a happy new year because you guys are less than an hour away from your new year. Am I right? Okay. Ooh, another Six of Swords, Pisces. Leaving choppy waters for smoother waters and being very cognizant that wherever you're coming from to wherever you're going, this is such an interesting card. You don't have to, but, oh, you're an hour and 40 minutes away. Okay, Australia is already Happy New Year. Yeah, if you scroll down, the party option should be the first option for, it's like a booking. You just have to scroll down and there's a holiday ticket. It's $4.44. And then unless the flash sale, because I'm having the flash sale right now, so those might, I'm not sure how the booking system is. It might show, yeah, you have to keep scrolling. And if you can't find it, send me an email and I promise you as soon as this is done, I'll send you. Yeah. There's a whole, if you go to my website, there's a whole thing that says get your holiday tickets. If it doesn't take you down, it's Mercury in retrograde. My website's been pranking me on a daily basis. But just email me if you can't find it. I had it be the first thing when you go into my booking system. You book it like a session, but it's just for the party. Yeah, it's been doing that. I had to fix it for somebody else. I fixed it like 4 times since the, but if you just go to book a session and it should be the first thing. I'll go check it though, because you could all be right and it could have just completely disappeared because this Mercury in retrograde. No, I the ticket is so that I'll send you a link. I don't want any, like, I appreciate that, but I don't. This way everybody has a ticket and I have a head count so that I can organize the activities, the escape rooms, all of that properly. The Virgo in me needs tickets. So you all have a good time and nobody's wasting their time. And we get it all done in time. Okay, so this Six of Swords, Pisces, don't forget you are taking your mindset. So whatever you believe, you can move environments, you can move jobs, you can move out of relationships, you can move into more prosperity, you can move into a sense of empowerment, but you have to take the healthy mindset with you or else you're just moving environments. Was it Libra who had the card where, and I will die on the hill that Libra and Pisces have a lot of similarities in many ways. But when sometimes there's a whole new world, or because the environment is all the same, but you've changed your mindset around it, so you're approaching it differently, right? Sometimes a whole new world is not like everything around me will be different, but I can see things more clearly. This truly means that you are moving up. This is an upgrade card. This is getting to smoother waters. But those swords are your mindset, your words, your belief systems about not only other people and situations, but yourself. In the same way that you would like cleanse your front door or cleanse your energy, have spiritual hygiene, have hygiene for the abundance of your house, you want to have mental hygiene. You want to practice good mental and emotional hygiene as you leave that environment. So there's going to be changes for you and it's all going to be good, but you want to just be mindful that you want to not take the old mindset into the new environments, into the new endeavors, into the better form. You don't have to necessarily leave your relationship, but your relationship could be in a better place. Just so we're clear on the Six of Swords. Doesn't mean you have to leave the person. You're just leaving it from unsteady to more steady. And you're taking those mindsets with you. So spiritual hygiene, mental hygiene, emotional hygiene on those thoughts and words. Okay, let's give away a reading. I'm going to give away a 15-minute reading. And if you don't win, I am having the big giant flash sale. I want to say my 90-minute is like $40 and change off. Like, it's a lot off of things. Everything there's a different percentage off each. But including, I even have the 15-minute up there. So if you don't win, there's that. And also there's, now we have a bunch of charts and reports, including this like really cheat sheet. I made it up completely myself, didn't exist before. But you get like a PDF of a lot. Cheat sheets so that it's just a little easier to read the chart when you get the chart for the non-astrology, like for the non-astrologers or people without astrological education. Tons of information and tables and understanding what that symbol means or etc. And the moon planners are all on my Etsy. You can get to everything from my website. You can get to everything from my link tree. It's all there. Yes, there's solar return reports and charts, and all the charts, no matter what kind of chart you get, comes with a cheat sheet. And we have composite charts too with your, which is more like you probably need an astrologer's help or something. But we have synastry charts, which will have both of your charts, and then we have a big aspect table on that. And then you also get the cheat sheet so you understand the aspects that you're looking at. Because otherwise it's just a bunch of symbols and colors and stuff. So all the charts come with cheat sheets. And then I have a bunch of reports. Okay. So, including the solar returns. All right. And of course there's other fun stuff. None of my stuff was Christmas centric. It's all astrology centric. So it doesn't matter whether it's Christmas or not. But the moon calendars are awesome, and you can write in them. They go right on your phone. What am I gonna grab? Okay, I'm gonna grab this. Okay. All right. Yeah, we just put stuff up the other day. If you have any trouble, you can email me. Yeah, the moon calendar, the 23/3 one was okay. We put a lot of work into this one. This one's much better. And it's also your everyday planner. You can put your Zoom meetings and everything in there. But this way you can like look at the moon, and after a while you'll realize your own cycles. Like if you're born in a full moon phase, it also gives you room to put in your natal phase. So you can notice like, oh, full moons don't bother me because I was born in a full moon phase, or, you know, new moons in this particular sign or at this quarter phase drain me. So I'm not going to plan anything for those days anymore. So it's a learning tool. Even in 2025, you could buy a 2024 calendar and go over the dates that you knew like either were elation or drained you, so that you can get some sense of how, because we're all affected by the moon. They're not all, full moons are not terrible. I had a full moon in my 10th house in the night after Christmas, and all of my analytics have gone up. My follower count has gone up. We did well with the sell. So full moons don't have to be disastrous. And like I said, if you're born in a full moon phase, you might not get drained on a full moon. Or if you're born closer to a full moon, you might not get drained. Is the general cheat sheet for sale? I don't have it. I just have it as a freebie. No, it's chart. If you get a chart, so if you got like a synastry chart, a solar return chart, a progress chart, a natal chart, it comes with any kind of chart. But Heidi, you're such a frequent flyer. I could just send you a cheat sheet because you've already gotten, like, you have an appointment every month. So, like, the full moons have you crying. See, so for everybody, it's different. I'm better out than in, Doretha, my beautiful soul. Okay. Now I have to change what I'm holding because I just lifted my hand. Okay. Let me grab something else. Do this smartly. Okay. Everybody take a breath. Try to connect with my energy. I'm visualizing what I'm holding. I'm visualizing the color. If you have won something in the last month, funny one, it's not yellow. I'll give you that hint because I just put the yellow thing down that I just showed everybody. But if you have had a reading or won a reading in the last, let's say, 3-4 months, I would appreciate, you want to guess, that's fine. But I would like new people to get a chance. So I'm holding something. It's a certain color. This is for a 15-minute reading. And again, if you don't win a reading, I have the flash sale right now. I'm looking. I keep trying to like picture it in my head to try to connect with me. Denise, it's blue. These aren't, they're so dirty. These aren't my reading glasses. This is the glasses I use. These are just my blue blockers. Well, I had yellow in my hand and then I showed it to the camera, so I put it down. Denise is the first person, and then Annika said blue too. But Denise seems to be the first person. So Denise, email me. Or you can go to my website. There's free community spaces. And that's just like a whole section on my website highlighting like where you can kind of get in the community. Hi, Mary the Aries. And you don't have to like pay for anything. It's not. And that's also where I have my friends and family schedule. That's where I have when I'm donating sessions, or I have friends and family. Because I don't charge my very close friends and my family, obviously. So that's where you can book your winnings too. And that's for anybody else who won and has a hard time. Yes, these are my blue blockers, which I don't wear anymore because now I need the reading glasses with the blue blocker. Okay, everybody, go have your New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. I love you all. Remember that astrology is here for empowerment, and you all are so powerful. Remember that going into 2024. Go blow the salt and cinnamon into your door after midnight or anytime tomorrow. And I really just mostly, I'm doing a protection, universe, spirits, and guides. I'm going to harness every single ounce of my power and ask that it protect every single person in this community watching this now or in replay, that everyone has a safe, healthy new year and no one is in harm's way at all. We're going to just wish good to every single person who catches this energy. And I'm just, if you want it, you can say I consent. This is abundant, protective, very protective energy. My Mars in my 10th house gives me extra emphasis on the protection part, especially in Cancer, for those that I love. I love you. Now you love you. Happy New Year, everyone. Bye. Oh, you guys are all so great. Bye.